All right, what is going on, Cubs fam? You guys know what time it is. It's Monday morning. We got to get into Rogue Actions, and Heinze and I today are speculating on what will the next era be for Galaxy of Heroes, which you guys know what that means. What galactic legends are coming next? I got my host, Hunter Chewy. All right, Heinze, you're back. We missed a week of Rogue Actions. It was devastating. I know you cried. I cried. It was a healthy blend of holidays and I got COVID.
Yeah, that will do it. That will do it. Hello, Cubs fam. How are you, Cubs? Good to see you up and about. Obviously, quite concerned for a while there. We need to talk about it. We'd be doing the wrong thing if we didn't. But obviously, we heard the news you had COVID. We're all quite worried. But how did you go? How did you find it in the end? You look fantastic.
I'm doing great. It was really, I would say this, it was really bad. It was not fun. It was like a really bad cold that just lasted for a long time, but nothing was ever like seriously concerning for me. And so everything was fine. It just took a long time to kick. And now my whole family's had it now. My wife has it. My kids have it. And it's spread through my parents, and so far everyone's fine. And so yeah, it's not the best, but we're through it and we're here. 2021, Heinze, we got a lot to look forward to.
We do. 2020 can just go and right off. I think that's fair to say. Let's move on from that one and let's start fresh if we can with a clean slate. I like it.
Okay, we got a meme of the week, guys. You guys know how this starts, and then we're gonna talk about 2021 versus 2020, what some of our expectations are this year, and if we think 2021 would be a better year. And then, of course, what I teased at the beginning of the video, we're going to talk what is the next era of Galaxy of Heroes going to be. So here we go. We got two memes. Here we go. This is Pedro Pascal. If you guys see the new the new Wonder Woman movie, Heinze liked it. I thought it was horrible.
I liked it. Yeah, I liked it. But,
it's not like I'm pretty easy to please. I didn't walk out of a theater. I walked from my couch to my bed because I watched it at home, and I thought that I was a waste of 2 hours. But anyway, the memes are great though, because we got the Mandalorian here saying life is good. You got episode 3, but it can be better. 4-hour cut, Revenge of the Sith with the Siege of Mandalore from Clone Wars. There you go. That's what we need.
That's it. Make it happen.
And then you sent me this one. I love this one too. This is Baby Yoda. I farted in my wallet. Now I have gas money.
Oh, yep.
And I thought this was funny because of, like maybe it's money for General Anakin Skywalker. I don't know.
Maybe.
Is that weird? Too far?
Well, harder, bro.
2020 was a terrible and great year for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, Heinze. I'm still at a loss for how to class the year, if I were to call it a good year or a bad year. I think I kind of want to go with where we ended. We ended very solid, but when it comes to your expectations, I feel like we laid a lot of valuable groundwork going into 2021. Are you expecting 2021 to be a better year for this game than 2020 was?
I'm going to start us off. See, this year is going to be subject to change.
Oh, you said it. Of all the things you could have said, you picked the only phrase that you say every time.
No, all jokes aside, yes. Look, I do agree. I think we had a pretty terrible start last year, game-wise anyway.
Yeah.
It was not ideal. There was a lot of uncertainty on where things were at, how the game was going to be tracking, whether we're even going to be playing it at all was thrown out there again, whether it was going to finish up. But
guilty as charged.
I think it was about August onwards, there was just this rejuvenation overall. Started off with the Vader rework, and just really, really charged forward with some positive additions to the game, positive outlooks, communication improvement that again sets, as you said, groundwork for hopefully a lot more momentum to continue through to 2021. That's what I'm hoping for. And we'll, again, it's sort of out of our hands, really, isn't it, Cubs? There's only so much we can do.
Always.
We're going to sit here along and we're going to ride that ride and see where it takes us. But I'm looking forward to it. It should be better.
I'm going to make a bold prediction. You guys ready for this bold prediction?
Let's go, bro.
I think that at the end of 2021, and you and me can get together next year at this time, and we'll see if I'm right. Mm-hmm. I think we will collectively agree that this was the best year for Galaxy of Heroes since 2017 when they dropped the Sith raid. I'm not going to say it's going to beat that necessarily because that year was just phenomenal, but I think it's going to be the best year since then. And let me tell you why. There are two big things that have happened that I think poise us to have an amazing year. Number one, we had Doja Fett added. That was in October, okay? We only had 3 months for all intents and purposes we only had 1 quarter with Doja, and he did a lot in that quarter, but he's just getting started. And so I think that leaves us in a very good position for good communication coming forward, which is one of the major things that we consistently complain about in this game. Number two, we had the big Unity upgrade, and we're finally seeing that, I think, in full force with the Mandalorian event, which in my opinion was the best event they've done.
Yes.
I thought it was even better than the Jedi Luke event. Now I love the Jedi Luke event. I thought it was phenomenal too. That's probably the next best, but they just really killed it with this just simple legendary character. And so with those two things in place, I am anticipating the best year we've had in Galaxy of Heroes since 2017. Write it down.
Yeah, I think, again, as you said, I love the Jedi Luke event. That one was really sentimental to me. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed that.
It had the sentimental
Mando,
factor for sure.
the Mando event was just pure fun. I mean, that's really all it was. It was not really that challenging for a lot of people that have been playing this game for quite some time, but it ticked the boxes of everything fun about Mando and that particular release. And I think that they absolutely nailed that. We have the polygons. We have the polygons. So use them, guys. You've got a whole year. Let's start from scratch. Let's get after it. And bring that awesomeness through and continue that fine work. Momentum wise, we just want to see it rolling. And we just want to know that things are happening. We now are starting to believe that the positive improvements are going to continue and coming through. So don't let us down. That would be great. We just want to see it continue.
You get to pick one thing that you need for 2021 to be great. Okay, you go first. You get to pick one thing, and then I'll pick one thing. We both get one only.
You already know which one mine is because I might have mentioned it once or twice in the past.
Okay, what is it?
Death Star Raid, please.
Okay, so not just new raid, just Death Star in particular.
Yep. How do we have a game without a Death Star raid in it, Cubs? Like, how? I mean, Death Star's a little bit important in the Star Wars universe, yeah?
At least one of them.
Let's be honest. How do we not have some sort of gameplay apart from...
You got an environment that's from the Death Star.
Yeah, we got a skin, we got a background. You know, it's great. It's awesome.
Right.
How do we not have a ship trench run? How do we not have...
Would you accept a raid that is very, very good that isn't the Death Star? Would that still... Do you think that would still...
At this point, I would accept any raid.
Okay, so new raid, but your preference is Death Star.
We're so overdue. The challenge rancor, well, that's a whole different thing, and we'll talk about it on my side of the video how that's rolling. But that's certainly a starting point. But how we don't have a Death Star raid in this game, the Death Star being ultimately important to us and enjoying Star Wars at the start, it's still very, very bizarre to me that we don't have that.
Okay, so Death Star raid or just a raid. I'm gonna say I want a rework. I want a rework akin to Vader. That had such a splash. I want something that is a similar level of oomph. An old character that we all have. No strings attached, really, just instant viability. I loved everything they did about that. So, okay, now we got to move on. We got to talk eras in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Now, there's this post here. I think this post is really cool. I'm resurrecting it. I think I've shown it on stream before from Reddit. This is from u/GWG, and he compiled a list of all of the different eras that we've gone through throughout the lifespan of Galaxy of Heroes, everything from Rogue One to Rebels, some original trilogy, sequels, Old Republic, prequels, sequels, original trilogy, and now we're kind of in the Mandalorian, and or not even kind of, we are. So we're doing a Mando era right now. I anticipate that will be going on. I mean, we've already been teased with the Armorer, and so I don't know where this ends. So after this ends, though, Heinze, what do you think will be the next era for Galaxy of Heroes? And with that era, I would anticipate a new Galactic Legend.
Yes, yeah. So I'm obviously hoping that they start getting into Series 2 stuff of Mando would be great. Armor was obviously the first I'm hoping the armorer becomes like a Darth Malik type character for
Mm,
Mando. I think that could really be something that boosts Mando. Mando's good. He's not great yet. Like he works well, but he's just missing something just to make him that's so much better. And I think the armor I hope will bring that to them. And the scoundrels in
okay.
general. I think the scoundrels will really jump. We've got obviously a heap of shows coming out this year. We got Cassian coming out. There's a possibility of going back to Rogue One stuff. Maybe a bit of a Rogue One overhaul, possibly. That could be interesting. But yeah, I'd like to see some season 2 Mando stuff start to come through. There's some great characters, and again, there's some really good events that have happened in that we would love to see, certainly.
So this is a really interesting. What you said something that kind of clicked a light bulb for me because I felt like, we're gonna do Mando stuff and then we're just gonna move on to something else. But what if the next thing we move on to is season 2 of The Mandalorian? Because everything we've had thus far has been season 1. We haven't
Correct.
really seen anything specific to season 2, and so that could be the next era. And maybe with that era would come Galactic Legends. Now, I already shared in my wish list for 2021. I really want to see a Galactic Legend, Anakin and Obi-Wan, Battle of
Mhm.
the Heroes, Mustafar,
Yep.
Galactic Legend pair. I still
Yep.
think that's what I would want the most. But if you pay attention with Galactic Legends, they seem to be really keen on releasing stuff that's going on in the Star Wars universe so far. They've only done 2 rounds that are connected pretty strongly to the films
Yep.
that are releasing. So, do you think that it's more likely that we see a new era that's not connected to something being released right now? Although you could make a case for Clone Wars content with, obviously we're gonna have Bad Batch this year, so maybe there'd be a loose tie there.
Oh, I'd
But
love
do
that
you
match.
do you foresee maybe a Mandalorian season 2 Galactic Legend pair? Maybe something like Boba Fett.
Oh, you
And
know I want Boba.
who would go with Boba? Bib Fortuna?
No, I think we're gonna see. I think we're gonna see. I mean, we can talk about it now, can't we? So I
Yeah.
think that we'll see Fennec come to the game to start with. I think
Okay.
Fennec is a great character. Would be wonderful. Galactic Legend Boba.
Who
Okay,
who
I
would
think
go
we
with
talked about
Galactic Legend Boba though is my question.
No,
Because
I think it will because I think what we'll get is I think that we'll get Tusken Raider Boba transforming into Boba with the knee cannons, the knee rockets. I think that we could get something along those lines. And then I think that we will either get maybe a Fulcrum rework or obviously a new Fulcrum as well.
But
So,
we need
new
okay. So if we're doing Galactic Legend Boba Fett, though, right? I mean, we could talk about what his kit would be like, and I love the idea of Gaffy Stick Boba
Yeah,
putting on the armor and then
yeah,
coming in and during his
yeah.
ultimate. I think
Just
that'd be
wrecking
phenomenal.
heads.
But who
Yeah.
would be his counterpart, Galactic Legend? I can't really think of who's
Again,
his natural enemy.
I think it could be a light side Ahsoka, another Ahsoka. There's no reason why not. We got 150 Lukes in the game, so
Oh,
why
so you
not?
are saying
So,
Ahsoka would be the other one. So it
well,
wouldn't
why
be
not?
because it's
Like
kind of
that.
been foe and hero,
Mhm.
paired
It doesn't
together so
necessarily need
far.
to
So
be.
you're saying it doesn't need to be that one.
Well, Luke didn't face off against Pelt,
True, but Luke is like the embodiment of the good side, and Palp is the
true,
embodiment of the bad
but he didn't
side.
go
But
head to head.
yeah, okay. I can see what you're saying. I mean, dude, if we got Galactic Legend Boba and a new version of Ahsoka, I mean, my knees are weak right now, and my
Oh, look,
wallet's empty.
there would be no one that would not honestly wail on a Galactic Legend Boba Fett. Let's be honest, and I think that the timing is right for something like that.
Okay,
And I hate talking about Galactic Legends as easy farms because we know they're not. But
so some
I'm just saying that,
predictions. You
yeah,
think
it's all speculation, guys. It's all
Fulcrum?
speculation. We're not saying this is going to happen, but I don't think.
We
I
don't know
think that
anything.
a lot of people would be happy if we're heading that direction.
So
If we were going to get more legends, yeah.
Fulcrum and Boba Fett. Those are the 2 Galactic Legends you think are coming next.
Yeah, and then I still think
Okay.
well they tend to do 4 a year, right? They did last year. So
Let's
then
hope
I'd
not for
probably
another
say
4.
but I'd probably say from there we might go back to again, your fallen Anakin and your Galactic Kenobi. Something like that. If we're
Both.
talking legends this year. That would be cool.
I like the way you're thinking, although I don't like how much farming that will be.
I know, me neither. I know.
Working towards
Hey,
those characters would be awesome.
subject to change, guys. Maybe way off the mark. It's all
Subject to
speculation. I'm not
change.
saying it's going to happen. We're just saying that would be the direction I'm thinking we may head, and that makes sense and that would work.
Okay. Well, we got a date next year at this time to reference this video and see how much we got right. Will 2021 be better than 2020? And what galactic legends do you guys think will be next? Let us know down in the comments below. And after you're done typing that comment and liking this video and subscribing, because we're over 50,000 now, which is awesome. You guys need to jump on over to Heinze's video. I will leave a link down below in the description. And we're going to continue the conversation over there. Thanks so much for joining me, Heinze.
Love it. I'm going to go and maybe put some pants on or something. I don't know. I'm on holidays right now. So.
Yikes.
Yeah.
YouTubers don't wear pants when they record. If you can't see them, they're not there.
Mm-hmm.